I'm the nigga going against the grain, and that's just stressing me. I pray to God that God have mercy. I'm living a crazy life. I just got out of the nigga because I'm sit on the game. We paid the price. He saved my life. If you want to lick shit, we can get rich shit. We can get paid tonight. Everybody want the money, but don't want to go down, down, down. 187. You killed the nigga. You don't know if you gon' go to heaven. Fight my demons, fight my demons. So many demons. Demons, demons, demons. Fight my demons, fight my demons. Hold on, what do you mean you can't hear the music? Maybe it's your phone. Who else? Y'all can't hear it? Really?
I'm fighting, paid the price. I was young in the rush for the money, my hunger for paper saved my life. And I should get saved tonight. If you want that lick shit, we can get rich quick, we can get paid tonight. Yeah, dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit. Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down, down, down. You gonna do anything to get it, but when you gonna go out there? Shit.
What about now?
187. Murder by eye. You killed the nigga, you don't know if you gon' go to heaven.
Gotta chalk that shit over, dog. Real talk.
Hey, fight my demon, fight my demon.
So many demons.
Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demon, fight my demon.
Fight in my.
It's me against these
demons, demons, demons.
These demons.
Well, did I at least sound good when it was just me?
I'm fighting these demons up in these ghosts. I'm fighting these demons. I'm on the ropes. They came with a beam up under my coat. Get hit in the spleen if you want to smoke. That money be green, so niggas don't go. I'm looking so clean, I used to be poor. Remember they laughed at me and they choke. Gave them the ball and nigga they choke. Tables turn out, nigga you go. My little nigga don't follow no code. Follow no code, no code. My nigga follow me like the pole. I stand on my word and stand by the consequence. They say I'm heartless, thanks for the compliment. I sing it dead, homie, yellow company. BMG gang, and bitch feel incompetent. Don't wanna hear that shit, I gotta kill that shit. Lethally militant, I can get ignorant. We not considerate, niggas do silly shit. We get the drilling shit, guilty and innocent. Don't give a fuck about a bystander. I can pull
if
up.
Not, I was gonna have to go clip it out. You
don't take no slander. Don't take no slander. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all.
Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit.
Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down, down, down.
You gonna do anything to get it, but when you gonna go out there? Shit, gotta think about it.
They say
187.
Murder by eye.
You killed the nigga, you don't know if you gon' go to heaven.
Gotta chalk that shit over, dog. Real talk.
Hey, fight my demon, fight my demon.
So many demons.
Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demon, fight my demon.
Fight in my.
It's me against these demons.
Me against
These demons.
Whoa. Y'all know they out here scheming and scamming and scamming and scheming. Y'all know that. All right. Y'all know that. But we're not going to get into that today. You know what I want to get into? Y'all know what I want to get into? Hey, listen, I want to teach a little bit. Y'all ready? Y'all want to get a little bit of learning in today? Let me see some ones. Put some ones out there if y'all ready to get some learning in today. Y'all ready to get some learning in today? Let me see some ones out there. Some ones out there. I want to help y'all out on why knowledge is important. Now, for those who are on TikTok right now, you can't see what I have up on the screen. But if you go over to YouTube, go over to Ralph DaWise or Energy of Atlas 111, that is Ralph DaWise or Energy of Atlas 111. You can go over there. And for the people who are on YouTube right now, what you're looking at on the screen is literally your hands, right? It is your hands. I want to relate to you how the chakra systems are in your hands, right? When they give you these readings, right? When someone gives you a reading, they're reading the chakra system, right? They're reading the lines that are in your hands, so on and so forth, right? These are all things that are a part of this reading, right? You get what I'm saying? So when you're talking about the chakra systems in the hands, massaging the hands, right? These are things that are linked to your brain, actually. Even the feet, certain lines that are in the feet, they are known as the Lee lines. They are the Lee lines of the vessel. So they are linked to certain parts of the brain. If you should happen to, add pressure, increase, massage these lines, it is actually soothing to different parts of the brain. So if someone gives you a thumb massage or middle finger massage, all of these things are linked to the brain, allegedly, supposedly, for entertainment purposes only. This is the knowledge that we are sharing today at this time. Now, if you catch us talking crap later on or doing whatever, don't try to be like, I thought you was all spiritual. And listen, I keep on telling y'all, we are multi-dimensional beings sharing a human experience. Don't get mad at me because I'm getting more out of my experience than you. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so anyway, now your thumb is your solar plex, right? Your thumb is your solar plex. Your index finger is your heart chakra. Your middle finger is your throat chakra. Your ring finger is your root chakra. Notice that you put it on your ring finger, right? You put a ring on your ring finger because it is your root chakra. This is why they make you put a ring on the ring finger. They call it the ring finger for a reason, because it's a representation of your root chakra. So think about what you're doing when you put that on your ring finger, right? And you put that pressure on that finger, right? This could be a bondage technique. This could be something that's keeping you in your root chakra if you don't know how to clean up that chakra, so on and so forth. This is the marriage, right? And you see, it says that your finger, your sacral chakra, and then your palm is your crown, and your wrist is the third eye, right? So it's showing you the different points of these chakra systems, so on and so forth, according to your hand, right? So if one was having certain variations of headaches, you can actually massage these different points of the hand in order to soothe certain parts of the mind that is connected to these chakras, nervous systems, so on and so forth through the body, right? Now, before we get the reading, I want to go down and show you the feet, because the feet is also a part of it. This is why your hands and your feet are different than your skin, right? You don't have the same material on your skin that you do your hands and your feet. Your hands and your feet absorbs, right? They also let off different variations of energies, right? The hands and the feet absorb, letting off energy, so on and so forth, right? So the feet is also certain things, right? Your solar plex is your big toe, your heart is your index toe, your throat chakra is your middle toe, your third eye chakra is your fourth toe. Your sacral chakra is finding residence in the little toe, right? Now, this goes to the same thing as the alignment of the planets, too. If you look at the alignment of the planets, they're lined up in chakras. Mars being the root chakra, Saturn or the next planet over being the next chakra, your earth chakra being the third one from the sun, which means it is your earth chakra, right? Or your heart chakra, right? All the way to Pluto, as above, so below, as without, so within. So these are the same measures that are within, that are without. So, however you look at this, this is what's happening, right? So, this is the arrangements result in a harmonic balance of one hand, where the ring and little finger embodies feminine qualities, while the thumb and index finger induces masculine attributes. Attributes. Additionally, a center axle extends from the wrist point, passing through the center of the palm and reaching up to the middle finger, symbolizing the spirit element. This central axle serves as a reclining force for the constructing general purposes, right? Now, this is energy moving through your body, how energy moves through your body, right? So as energy moves through your body and it's moving through your hands, these certain points that it's entering in is a measurement of the same thing. So that the same way these points are located in the brain with the pineal and so on and so forth, it is also in your hands. It is also in your feet, right? These different points, right? And it tells you about the feet. It's a one primary function of the toes is to release the discharge of surplus energy that accumulates within the major chakras through our everyday activities and bodily functions. This exceeds energy in channeling into the earth, right? This is why your feet needs to be connected to the ground so the earth can pull out certain variations of negative energy. We thought that the Indians was doing these dances and barefooted walks and dancing and stuff like that because it was some type of game or whatever that we thought it was, but really it was them staying connected, staying rooted to Gaia, to the consciousness of earth, so on and so forth. So the feet's operation harmonizers are aligned with the major chakras. It established a continuous connection and a flow of communication between the Earth's energy grid and our own energy, right? So it's telling you through our conscious link that we have to Gaia, this is how we stay connected to her. Through this connection, there's a constant flow of energy going from us to her, from her to us, however you want to look at it. Now, y'all put a 1 in the chat. Y'all put a 1 in the chat. If y'all liking the information, y'all want to keep it going, y'all got to put us in the algorithm. Y'all got to put a 1 in the chat. Y'all have to like, all of that good stuff. All right, so this is your root chakra. It corresponds with the earth element. It is the most physical, materialistic chakra. This is why the heel is heel. Because when your mind operates off the root chakra, we desire, we fear, we lack insecurities. In other words, we manifest hell, right? Heal, hell, right? So this is why the heel is considered the heel, right? This is the roughest part of your foot. A lot of people heels are rough, right? The back part of their feet is rough, is scraggly, is, you know what I mean? This is the hell that we create in our consciousness. We have to be very cautious of the consciousness. There's 3 existing networks of energy central, known as the minor chakra and the feet, as above, so below. These minor chakras play a huge role in facilitating a wide range of energy inflowing into the human body and consciousness, right? So we're talking about the conscious flow of this stuff, right? The flowing consciousness that comes with this. Absolutely. The soul. Whenever discussing this, we're looking at the soul of mankind, right? We're talking about the soul of mankind. A lot of these people are strongly rooted in their root chakra, right? They're strongly rooted in their root chakra. Some people might not never get out of this, right? This is where the knowledge comes in at. A lot of people want to pull you away from the knowledge. They want you to shy away from it. Nah, that ain't it. This ain't that. Knowledge ain't this. This is this. You know, they don't want you to know this stuff. You know, they don't want you to know this stuff. So that's why, they afraid of people like me. They afraid of people like me because I'm going to bring you the knowledge. I'm going to bring you the knowledge, right? I'm going to bring it to you. And, with help from other people, I actually, am able to bring you this a little bit greater. But here we are. Here we are, the 7 chakra systems of the vessel, how it works. Lead, which is matter, turns into gold, which is spirit. This is the gold that Zachariah Stitchens was talking about, right? This is the gold that Zachariah Stitchens was talking about when it said that the gods was mining for gold. It wasn't the gold on this plane of existence. It is something that takes place inside the vessel, where a material that is inside the body actually turns into a gold liquid, right? And that's where this pool, all of these stories come in at about Christ, so on and so forth. And as you can see, it tells you what the planets represent according to the chakra systems. So Saturn is the root chakra. Saturn is the Mars, right? The red planet, right? And then you have Jupiter. Jupiter is considered to be water, right? That's where you have, Poseidon and so on and so forth, representing the sky as these different variations of planets, right? Roman mythology, Greek mythology, you have Mars represented by fire, the sun represented by air, earth, spirit, Venus, the moon, Mercury. These are all spirit, right? All of this stuff is alchemy. All of this stuff is always was and always will be. Only Spirit. Shout out for Only Spirit. This is somebody who provides some of these backdrops. They know the type of stuff that I speak on. They know the type of stuff that I can break down. And they provide me with certain variations of books, to look at. They say, yo, look at this. What do you think about this? I think you could break this down nicely, or it adds to what you're talking about, right? Now, this goes into the 144, right? 144 go to heaven. 144 adds the first 5 pillars: root chakra, sacral chakra, 10 solar chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, so on and so forth. 4 plus 6 plus 10 plus 12, 48. These are the 48 dimensions of the mind, right? Third eye, 2 pillars. So all of this stuff that you see is exactly something that is, always was, and always will be, right? These different storylines are an explanation of frequencies. So when it says 144, these is talking about 144 hertz, 144 frequencies will open up. Different variations of things is going to start coming in from the light of the universe. Different variations of things inside of our vessel that plays with our DNA will start changing, so on and so forth. Now, of course, in this world, some people will embrace the change and some people will fight against it, right? That's just part of what is, always was, and always will be. But if you look at it, it tells you Jehovah Witnesses believe exactly 144 faithful Christians will go to heaven. This is a frequency you need to achieve in order to go from the root to the crown chakra, the head in heaven, right? And we'll get into just what is the head in heaven, right? But it's telling you that you're going to have to reach higher frequencies, right? You're going to have to become in a higher frequency of yourself in order to reach higher elevations, in order to reach the heavens of your brain, right? The heavens of your body. You have to put yourself into higher frequencies. This is the light water being separate from the dark water. The dark water is the physical matter plane. And as you get into the light water, you get into the etheric plane, which is energy, and then the astral plane, which is imagination or imaginative, right? And then you get into the mental plane, which is thoughts, right? Once you come to the realization that your thoughts are not your own, you are just concentrating on different variations of thoughts at different points in time, depending on what's coming in, then you'll start to understand why it says that you must have be childlike in order to enter the kingdom of heaven. A lot of people don't have no imagination, right? They know is this physical plane. Therefore, they are in the dark waters or below the belt, as they say. These are the ones who they feel like they need to govern. These are the ones that are below the belt line, right? Once you realize that we can all rise above the carnal nature, then this is when you start entering the higher realms of yourself, the higher realms of existence, the higher realms of states of being, right? Yes, you are in a vessel, but that vessel has different states of being, right? You have a state of being depressed, a state of being, jealous, a state of being greedy, a state of being envious, a state of being, these are all different states of being, right? Now, once you realize that happiness is a choice, then you might choose that as a state of being, right? Which is just choosing to be happy no matter what's thrown your way, no matter what comes your way. Hey, listen, you're going to choose happiness, so on and so forth, right? Now, there's you got the 7 vowels, right? These are sounds. That's why it's called vowels, right? Now, this comes with frequencies. Of course, ever since they implemented the 808 drum, allegedly, supposedly, the 808 drum took us to a lower vibrational frequency, roughly in between our sacral chakra and our root chakra, because that's how low they want us to be. They used to have a higher, frequency thing when it came to music and stuff like that, that actually kept us around a 528, right? Which is considered to be the balance. But the balance is actually somewhere between a 528 and a 639, right? So you have these different frequencies, and as you can see, 369 is the 3 markers on this that shows you Nikola Tesla's method, right? You have 396 at the bottom, and then in the middle you have 639, right? And then at the top you have a 963. All of those are roughly related to that 369 process of what Nikola Tesla tells you, the operation of manifestation, right? allegedly, supposedly, so on and so forth, right? So it says when chanting the vowels correctly, it creates the phonemic sound of OHM. OHM is known as the sound of creation, which is or like basically that. And when it is said, we are enlightened the seven creational energies within our etheric body. Each chakra vibrates on a different frequency, and you can listen to these frequencies to help balance each chakra, right? This is part of the healing process, right? This is part of, healing the different timelines inside of one's mind, so on and so forth. This is the knowledge that is rooted within inside you to heal, help heal, so on and so forth. The ether is the fifth element, also known as spirit. It is the substance that has one foot in the astral plane and it is in the physical plane. Ether is the word ether because it is ether side, right? Now, it is considered to be ether or, right? It's these are the things that you can these are the things that we know for sure. The reason why it's such a play on words is because the mockery of it, right? There's certain levels of play, the spell that's in the word, so on and so forth. But this is why ether is considered ether is fire water, right? It's either or, right? Because it's on either side. The chakras are the etheric plane, and when you unlock these centrals, we unlock our true spirit form. Right? A lot of people don't know what their true spirit form is. They don't know how to unlock this stuff. These are timelines that you can be headed towards. You can be headed towards a hellacious version of yourself, or you could be headed towards a elevated heavenly version of yourself, depending on you, right? This depends on you, right? So this is why I say, knowledge is power, because a lot of these people play in our face. They're not teaching you nothing, right? They're not trying to build with you, right? They doing this whole entertainment thing. They sitting here dancing in your face, making it seem like they the best shit smoking, right? And what they making you seem, they're making it seem like this, right? Now, you got some turning forks. Hey, listen, everybody that's on the TikTok page, feel free to go over to Energy of Atlas 111 on YouTube or Ralph DaWise on YouTube. Ralph D.A. Wise on YouTube. We are live on 2 YouTube pages, a Twitch page, and on TikTok, all at the same time, because that's what we do. We're multidimensional beings. Who am I not to operate on multiple platforms at the same time to show the example of how we are multidimensional beings? People want you to pick one thing and kind of like stay in it, right? They want you to pick one thing and stay in it. Like, no, no, no. I think I want all the knowledge of the world. I think I want to learn a lot of stuff. All right. So, however you look at this, you got to know yourself, right? You got to know yourself. You got to know that the brain is heaven. Okay? I want you to know that the brain is heaven. Okay? This is the picture up here. You see this picture? Look at this picture at the top. This is the picture of him reaching out and realizing that the image that he's reaching out to is his own image, just an older version of it. This is your higher self, right? The kingdom of heaven. And the throne of it is the pioneer. The 12 disciples are different parts of the brain, right? The 12 disciples, they're different parts of the brain come together, right? Earth. Earth is considered to be the body. Eden. Eden is the lungs, the fruit, you know. Jacob's ladder is the spinal cord, right? Hell is considered to be the guts, Saturn, right? So hell is considered to be where your bowels, your digestive system, you know? So this is your digestive system. This is telling you that as above, so below, as without, so within, right? The head is heaven. The heel is hell, right? This is inside your body. Some people are creating hells for themselves inside their body, right? They operate or part of themselves, right? And it tells you that the brain is broken up into two spheres. You have the feminine lunar, the yin, and the masculine solar, the yang, right? This is the yin and the yang of the brain. This is why our earth is broken up into what? Two spheres, right? Four corners, but two spheres, right? Your mind is broken up into two spheres, right? Meditative and concentrative, right? So your concentration, meditation, these are two spheres. Dark, light, these are two spheres. All of this stuff is the same thing. What is, always was, and always will be. It's the connection to all things, right? Right. Hemisphere, right? Right. You're getting it. The knowledge, right? It's here, right? So God, higher self, is reaching, stretching over to try and connect with Adam, lower self. And Adam is relaxed, showing no effort. This painting is showing all you have to do is move up to the higher mind to reach the higher self. The higher self is always speaking, giving commands, but the lower self dominates all you have to do is follow the commands of the higher self, higher mind, higher thoughts. The head is the heaven because it is the place of consciousness. In the center of the brain, the pineal gland is the place of thy consciousness, and it is access to the astral plane, right? So this is telling you all of this stuff is connected to you. The elephant, the reason why they made the elephant important, not forgetting it is the shape of the brain, going down to the skull, going down to the spinal cord, right? So all these different things is a story about oneself. It's a story about you. Spirit, fire, water, earth, water, all of these different things, the symbols, the emblems, the different things that they show you. All of this stuff is the same stuff. As above, so below, as without, so within, right? So these people that are on this app, they're not bringing you new knowledge. They're not bringing you new knowledge, are they? Are they bringing you new knowledge? Huh? No, they are not bringing you new knowledge. And let's break down these different symbols. Yo, TikTok, I'm gonna need y'all to go over to Ralph DaWise. I'm gonna need to introduce y'all to my YouTube family. Okay, so I need y'all to go over to Ralph DaWise on YouTube and say what's up to my YouTube family. All right, this is the carnal and the spiritual. This is how this works. We are carnal and spiritual beings, man. We got to start realizing that we are spiritual also, or your spirit's going to find a way out that vessel. That's why life becomes shorter in this world, because once we are not cooperating with the spirit inside of us and aligning ourselves with our spiritual tasks, the spirit finds a way out. It might be illness, it might be sickness and health. Shit, but you married to that spirit, so you better start figuring out how to make that marriage work. You know what I'm saying? You better figure out how to make that spiritual marriage work. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It tells you right here that your body is a vehicle of ascension, right? The Makaba, the Makaba, light, spirit, body, right? Body, mind, spirit, however you want to look at it, right? You're a celestial being, right? When you look at the Kundalini, when you look at the serpent, this is what the serpent looked like. There's two serpents going up your spinal cord. that reaches your brain, that reaches the pineal, that has to be equally yoked. The positive and the negative within inside the vessel, it has to be equally yoked. You have to come into agreement with yourself inside your vessel, your raw head, everything, the energy of you have to be aligned. You got to realize who you are. I think some of y'all must have forgot who y'all are. That's where I come in at. I'm here to remind you who you are. All right? It's a lot of us here to remind you who you are. You know, it's a lot of us down here that's here to remind you who you are. You know, and that's a multidimensional being sharing a human experience. Yes, we might have got trapped down here in the vessels. A lot of people might have fell out of consciousness. You know what I mean? Exactly, Nicola. That is exactly why a lot of people were drawn to me. Is because you knew I possessed some type of knowledge that you probably were searching for, or something inside you wanted to know. Yes, we might have, crossed paths because of this whole Jaguar right thing, but why isn't it destiny? How can't we say it's not inevitable? Those who will, and those who won't, right? So it took this whole mishap to happen. It took me coming to the Jaguar right sector to reach a certain collective, right? Because apparently Jaguar right is part of the manipulation of the collective that is actually drawn to this knowledge and information by labeling herself a conspiracy theorist. So those who are seeking the truth are falling in collectives or groups like this, which is the Jaguar right sector. And there's many different sectors like this. They got a whole sector on YouTube called Messy TikTok, right? And in the messy TikTok, there's spiritual people. That's why they changed the whole concept of what a reading was. That's why all these people out here are making readings seem negative. Like, oh, they read you down. Oh, they read you for filth. It's a spell that's in the word. They're still trying to manipulate the spell that's in the word. So now they're trying to make all things of spirituality something of a carnal thing. So Jaguar, with her gossiping, got put in conspiracy theory column. Ain't nothing she talk about a conspiracy or a theory. It's just somebody gossiping about what somebody is doing with somebody else's private parts. That ain't no fucking conspiracy. Okay, so basically, what these people are doing is, because they know we are the ones that actually are controlling the air right now, which is the minds of the multitude, they are trying to manipulate the minds of the multitude by putting them in fights or making them think that anyone that is considered to be an ascendant master or going through an ascension process, it'll drive you crazy like Jaguar right. So that's what they're trying to do, is make it seem like Jaguar right is the idea of Christ one or an ascended master, and look what happened to her. She wasn't able to deal with it, right? That's why they're using her to put this false image out there, because she don't even know that they're doing it. But TikTok, listen, y'all gotta come over to Energy of Atlas, okay? Come over there. Come over there. Come over to the Energy of Atlas page, please. Energy of Atlas. If y'all come over there. So is Jesus Pisces? No, Jesus is not Pisces. Unless the only reason why you could say Jesus was Pisces is because Jesus came in the time of Pisces, So in the time of Pisces, Jesus came, which is a representation of the fish. So Jesus came in the time of Pisces to try to tell us about an ascension process that was going to come in the time of Aquarius. So in the time of Pisces, everybody was saying, you know, this is the end because Pisces is a representation of defeat. But Jesus was saying, like, don't worry about that. Just after this, just follow the man with the fishbowl on his head, which is a representation of the water bearer, which is a representation of Aquarius, which is a representation of the Aquarius sky. So Jesus was saying, don't worry, there's going to be one that comes after me. This will be the water bearer. That's talking about the sky that we're in right now. But okay, so now you have neutralizing the duality of self by combining the upper and lower self. You are a soul that expresses different realities within the multiverse. In each plane, you take on different bodies, right? Your arms is to become that your aim is to become a multi-dimensional creature and not to be bound to just one reality. You see this, you hear this for entertainment purposes only. You know, do you hear this, right? Your aim is to realize you are a multidimensional being sharing this human experience. Why are you laughing, Only? Come on, you know I can't read. Come on, don't do me like that. You know I can't read. See, Only that's how I know you was that badass kid in the classroom. Every time somebody messed up, when they had to stand up and read out loud, every time they messed up, you was that badass kid that laughed at them. That was you. That was you in the background laughing every time I messed up. That was you. So you have to realize what this is, the veil that will be lifted, right? The veil that will be lifted is us being lifted from the physical plane to the etheric plane to the astral plane to the mental plane. That's the veil, right? So when it says veils will be lifted, so on and so forth, that's the veil that's going to be lifted, right? So let's go deeper into this, right? The body does not live. It is only maintained by the spirit, the consciousness within it, right? Jesus said, man will never see death, for there is no death to see or know. The body manifests as the spirit. That which we think of and will do manifest. The body do so, right? Actions of the body are under the command of the central soul. The body is electrical machine that takes commands from the omni, om, omnipotent cosmic intelligence, right? This is a uh, fluid that is inside the body, right? And this is why I say stuff about Ezekiel's will, right? Because you got to get these wheels turning again. That is creating this everlasting fluid, omnipotent, yeah, whatever that word is. We already just discussed that I can't read, so it ain't no point of y'all trying to, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, because I already said I can't read. Aha. So anyway, so when this is the creative center point of the body, right? To think is to create. We create with light. Nothing is not light. The form is the form is born in the imaginative thinking, right? I alone exist. I am the all, right? This is your ability to think, your creative fluid that is inside the body. This is why you hear lower vibrations like Jaguar Wright say that I was only teaching them about their creative, instance, their creative side, because this is your harmonic fluid, your hormones, right? This is the fluid that they're playing with, the imagination of this, right? So because we have the ability to imagine so much, right? They play on this, right? They play on this. And that's the reality of it. They try to call it like the creative fluid, and they playing this whole fluid exchange game. That's why she got herself involved with a sex cult like carbonation, right? Because they're playing with the fluids of people, allegedly, supposedly, right? So it says, man is the only unit of creation that is self-aware of the cosmic light within him. All else are electrically active based upon instinct, right? So now you have instinct, human nature, so on and so forth. Some things happen, you know. Now here are the 22 Hebrew letters, which is the 22 bones in the skull, right? That's where the Hebrew letters come from, the 22 bones that's in the skull. A lot of the studies of what they studied back then was actually the studies of the body of man. When it said, though a man thinketh in his heart, it was talking about the adubla oblongata, because the adubla oblongata is a heart-shaped part of the brain. When it says stuff about Calvary, it was actually talking about a place on the brain. When it said stuff like pineal, it was talking about the pineal. When it says stuff like Sodom and Gomorrah, Sodom and Gomorrah was considered to be the lower half. The to sodomize is what? Talking about anal, or mouth, whatever. And then you have Gomorrah talking about gonad, so on and so forth, right? So these is the words that are played out, right? So then you have, these different variations of boundaries within inside of it, right? The devil is actually you devouring yourself in the lower planes of existence by ignoring the truth and knowledge. When you unalive under a false identity of self, you have now added another veil, right, on top of your true soul, right? So each reincarnation, you're sitting there and you're putting layers and layers and layers of bull crap on yourself, right? Because you're ignoring your true soul, your true self, so these are cycles that we keep going through, right? This is why we're supposed to break this cycle. All right. This is where Corinthians 3:16 come in. You can go read it. 16. Know you not that thee are the temples of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells in you. 17 says, if any man defiles the temple of God, him shall go, or if any man defiles the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are, right? That's talking about us, right? Talking about the vessels of mankind, talking about the bodies of Christ, right? So it tells you, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Boom. This is where that Baphomet stuff comes in at. This is where the reverse translation of this stuff comes in at. This is why, she sits there and she tells you that she is God and thou should put nobody before her. Right? Now, once again, TikTok, if you want to see some of the pictures that we're showing, if you want to see what we are putting up, please go over to YouTube, Ralph DaWise on YouTube. That's Ralph DaWise on YouTube, or Energy of Atlas 111 on YouTube. We are live over there, speaking about certain variations of things that could hold different variations of knowledge, points, so on and so forth. So let's get into this. Now, as we can see here, the Baphomet symbolism is similar, right? It is put together. It is made up of masculine, which is the triangle upward, feminine, which is the triangle downward, put together is God, right? So man and woman is God. This is why through the union of sex, This is the consideration of that union, of that connection. The symbols that you see is colorology, right? This is where they use different variations of color in order to spark, hunger in your mind and so on and so forth. The yellow, this color, that color, right? So this is where you get that from, right? The Baphomet slash devil has a goat head to symbol the animal nature of man. The Baphomet is holding the right hand up for the right hand path ascended, to the left hand down for descension, right? The Baphomet is not a real entity. It symbolized an individual mindset. The Baphomet is both male and female, symbolizing the vision and envision of God's creation, right? So that's what this is all about. You see these different people, they're showing you as above, so below. They're putting one hand this way, one hand that way to show you this. These are the different symbols of that, right? Let them eat cake is another one of those slogans that is where they put people in lower vibrational frequencies, right? So they're showing you this. It's an energy, it's a state of being, it's a type of energy that moves through the vessel. It's not man, it's not woman, it's not you looking at all these idols, talking about these idols are a part of this. Listen, it's energies. That's why I keep on telling y'all it's energies, it's inside of them. Their conscious is already sold out. They already bought out, they already sold out to a certain energies. But let's keep going, right? It says, when it comes to the foods and stuff, right? It says, notice how the majority of fast food restaurant symbols are red, orange, and yellow, right? This is because they understand that 80% of the people's minds manifest the desires of the lower three chakras. The mindset operates on their lower frequencies, will be attracted to the colors of their lower frequencies, right? Plus, the so-called food, the restaurant supposedly, allegedly, right, supplies to keep them stuck in the lower frequency chakras, right? That's why it's called break fast. It's not called breakfast. It's called break fast. It is breaking the fast vibrational frequency of one's life water, right? The 13th zodiac is Eucha Christus. So it's telling you, right, that they're using colorology to draw you in. They're using red. Most people, most people don't have vibrant colors in their mind. Like me, I always pick out vibrant colors. I always pick out live colors. Like I like live colors. I like a lot of people pick out low colors. If you notice, the world is full of blacks and grays now, right? Or some lower color, you know, frequency, right? So I pick out high vibrant colors. I want the bright pinks, the bright greens, the teals, the turquoise, but that's just me, right? Now, the word human comes from the word hue, which means an attribute of a color. Each one of us operates within a frequency, and that frequency is a color within the electromagnetic light spectrum. We are an attribute of a specific color based on what our mind is setting our frequency to. This is why we call it a mindset. Your mind sets itself to various frequencies. Okay. This is why when it comes down to the TV, it's called a channel, right? And then when it comes down to radio, it is called a station, right? So these are variations of frequencies of oneself. When you are eating and doing all of this, consuming of food, you are at a lower frequency. Your frequency, your pattern is slowed down. This puts you in a root thinking, right? Tell a vision, tell a lie to a vision. Now, of course, we're going through this pretty fast. You know, I might need to slow down on y'all. I might need to slow down. I'm going too fast. Slow down. You know, I'm going too fast. I'm going too fast. Let me slow down. Let me slow down because I'm going too fast. I get it now. Everybody's not gonna make it.
Emergency, I just got out of surgery. I'm having problems with my heart and it won't work.
Hey, TikTok, go
I
to
did some
YouTube.
shit in my past and it's cursing me. I'ma stay right here for this plastic, God take breath from me. I'm sipping his hand and eat this pain, but it ain't helping. My little nigga going against the grain and that shit stressing me. I pray to God, let God have mercy. I'm living a crazy life. I just shot at a nigga for talking some shit on the gang, he paid the price. I was young in the rush for the money, my hunger for paper saved my life. And I should get saved tonight. If you wanna lick shit, we can get rich quick, we can get paid tonight. Yeah, dollar bill, y'all.
Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit.
Everybody want the money, but no wanna go down.
You'll do anything to get it, but when you gon' go out? Shit, gotta think about it.
187.
Murder for hire, nigga.
You killed a nigga, you don't know it. You gon' go to heaven.
Gotta chalk that shit over, dog. Real talk. Hey,
Fight my demons, fight my demons.
so many demons.
Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demons, fight my demons.
Fighting my.
It's me against these demons.
Demons.
Walk. I'm fighting these demons up in this ghost. I'm fighting these demons. I'm on the ropes. They came with a beam up under my coat. Get hit in the spleen if you want to smoke. That money be green, so niggas on go. I'm looking so clean, I used to be broke. Remember they laughed at me and they choked. Gave them the ball, and nigga they choked. Say it was turn out, nigga, you go. My little nigga don't follow no code. Follow no code, no code. My niggas follow me like the Pope. I stand on my word and stand by the consequence. They say I'm heartless, thanks for the compliment. I seen your dead homie, yelling company. VMG gang, and bitch feel incompetent. Don't wanna hear that shit, I gotta kill that shit. Legally militant. I can get ignorant, we not considerate. Niggas do silly shit, we get the drilling shit. Guilty and innocent. Don't give a fuck about a bystander. I can pull up in the Highlander. Don't take no slander. Don't take no slander. Dollar bill, y'all.
Everybody want the
What
money,
they want, what
everybody
they
want
want.
this shit.
Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down.
You'll do anything to get it, but when you gon' go out? Shit, gotta think about it.
187.
Murder for hire, nigga.
You killed a nigga, you don't know it. You gon' go to heaven.
Gotta chalk that shit over, dog. Real talk. Hey,
Fight my demons, fight my demons.
so many demons.
Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demons, fight my demons.
Fighting my.
It's me against these demons. Demons.
Hey, y'all know what it is, man. We doing numbers, and they don't like the numbers that we doing. See, the thing about this is this, right? They don't like it because we always got this abundance avenue of knowledge that we can go and give, right? We always got this. We always got this ability to create this avenue of knowledge, right? But then we could still jump into their carnal bullshit too, right? That's what they don't like. They don't like the fact that I can jump into their carnal bullshit and still come out and give this level of knowledge, right? They all mad because they sitting there and they all, stealing from each other, trying to copy each other. They don't got a creative thought. He's sitting there trying to, steal my likeness, steal my image, but he can't. He can't. This is why he tried to distract me on the back end with conversations of, look at me, look at me, look at me. He wanted my attention. He wanted my attention on him. He wanted me to feed him all the stuff. right? I'm telling them about Charleston White and updating them. Charleston White got arrested, this, that, and the third, right? He was trying to steal my intellectual properties, right? Probably going to change his image up to be like me too. Probably get himself an internet laugh, right? Because he think that I'm not me. He think I'm doing this for the internet like he doing. He don't realize authenticity when he sees it, right? That's a his problem, not a my problem. You get what I'm saying? He was trying to make his problem my problem. Like I was supposed to give in to some variation of his lower vibration. Nah, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it, Captain. I won't allow it to be done. Not to me, not I, not me, not I. I smokes Popeyes. You know what I'm saying? I smokes on them Popeyes, you know? And he mad. He tried to have an intellectual debate with me on Maggie's panel. He tried to battle intellects with me on Maggie's panel and lost. Did he not? Did he not? Anybody was there? One's in the chat if I won. Two's in the chat if he won. One's in the chat if I won. Two's in the chat. Well, never mind. They're gonna say this page is biased and it's all my fans in here anyway, and so on and so forth. So, you know how that goes. But I'm pretty sure if we was to tally up the votes on Maggie's panel or anybody else's panel, they gonna say, oh, the not. You don't know this person. This person is somebody who tried to say that I used them because when I came over from TikTok, they was the first person to let me on a page, all of this weird stuff. I already had a YouTube page, but he trying to say like he opened up the door for me and he's trying to be my gatekeeper to where as though he's saying that he's going to make sure that I don't make it on YouTube. That's why I need more people. Everybody from TikTok, go over to YouTube, Ralph DaWise, Ralph DaWise, or Energy of Atlas. I need y'all to go over there, hit the subscribe button, show some support over there. Because now that he say I'm not going to make it, it makes me that much more determined to make it. You know what I mean? I kind of like it now. I kind of like it because now I could just talk about them when I want to, Yeah, they don't know my record, but they gonna learn. But listen, that's why I could just, I like it now. I like it. I like it now. I could just talk about this low vibrational ass entity whenever I want. You know what I'm saying? Now a triple one. You know what I mean? Now he's got to watch and listen to some knowledge from time to time just to see if I talk about him. That's beautiful when you got all these lower vibrational entities looking at you to see if you name drop them. Now you just push the knowledge out there and they got to fish through all of this knowledge just to see if I brought them up. Ain't that beautiful? Ain't that beautiful that they got to listen to this knowledge just to see if I brought, well, what part did he bring me up? Because I don't want to listen to all of it. Nah, 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 nah. We win again. All right, so this is the lower part of oneself is you will no longer fear or feel unstable, right? The sacral chakra is no longer have lust or desire for sex. Now, this is not saying that you're not going to have sex. This is not saying that you're not going to always find something to put you in a mood. You know what I mean? It's just you'll have a different level of respect when it comes to this ritual, right? When it comes to the sharing of fluids, so on and so forth, and this is the reality of it. You have to have a certain level in order to understand exactly what's happening with fluid exchange, right? Because this is the operation of the sea. The knowledge is here now. It's no reason why we shouldn't be acting, a little bit better when it comes to the importance of these fluids, building them up or releasing them or exchanging them with the proper people, so on and so forth. It's a ritual, but it's also a right. right? A right that you have. Um, so you have solar, no longer desire food. Your heart no longer hates anything anymore. Throat chakra no longer hold yourself back to express yourself. Your third eye chakra have the ability to read people's energy, intuition, and astral projection. Crown at one with everything, no negative traits, no ego, no hate, no desire for material things, no attachments to anything, right? These are the ascension process of oneself, how you transform yourself into these different states of being, allegedly, supposedly, if there was a such thing as an ascension process. If we were to be going through an ascension process, if disclosure was really coming out, then this would be the full disclosure of what they are allegedly, supposedly, if, right? So then you have the chakra systems that are within the body and the chakra systems that are, of the lower half and upper half, right? The upper half consists of four, lower half consists of three. Three lower chakras are your root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plex chakra, right? Also, these are dimensions of the mind. So, as they are represented as chakras of the body, they are dimensions of the mind because the energy that is coming from these chakras is of this, right? This is where your sex drives comes in at, your relationship with people, right? Your sexuality, your self-worth, creativeness, empath, right? Empathy, stuff like that. These are things that are of the vessel, the lower half, personal willpower, your energy, uh, metabolism, these are different energies that are moving throughout the vessel of your body in the lower realms, right? So this is where you're multidimensional at, right? Everything is happening at the same time. It's all operating at the same time, so on and so forth. I don't know. Could you type that in pretty damn fast? All right. So the lower three chakras are the lower states of consciousness, right? Now notice this is consciousness, right? Where you identify as a physical body, matter over mind. This is the three lower dimensions of the self or three lower chakra systems, right? Matter over mind. The mind and the body are operating in survival mode, meaning you are doing whatever the body desires. An example of this is eating whatever the stomach rumbles, releases sexual fluids. Whenever you feel like it, EI, these different lower vibrational things that we do that we label as nature, right? This is natural. This is man's, a lot of y'all heard that conversation with Too Strong and Quiet Storm, and you heard Quiet Storm say something on the terms of, well, the lack of clothes, the close vicinity, it's only natural for, one thing to lead to another, or it's only natural for, the man to become aroused because of this, nature, as he would say. But this is a carnal nature. This is the beast. This is something low vibrational to say, in the sense of saying that because you are not in control of the vessel, that's like saying your body's in control of you. If this thing gets hard, I'm rubbing it up against something. No self control, right? So, this is a unbalance. The unbalance of this chakra is to be thinking of this with no control over it, right? Overrule is incorrect uses of the energy central will result in unbalanced chakras, right? Which blocks the flow of energy within the electromagnetic field of the body. This results in lower frequencies as you are pulling too much energy out of your field. For example, if you are over sexual, you abuse your sacral chakra, which is weakening your field. Boom, right? this goes back to what Jaguar Wright's son said about her using people's sacral chakra, right? When you are releasing this fluid and you are operating in this lower vibration, you are creating a unbalanced system because you're not, taking the notion of building this chakra up, building it up. You are constantly releasing it, which is causing, certain variations of the other chakras to have to chip in, which is pulling on your energy fields, right? So you have to realize these frequencies of yourself, realize the balance that you have. This is why animals have mating season, right? Because the rest of the time it's building up and balancing the chakras of thyself, right? So this is how this happens. This is how this works, right? So when you're looking at this is something that you need to understand. A lot of people try to understand this. Nah, this is not meant to be understood. In fact, this is not meant to be under anything. So when you are listening to this, or you go back and you study this, or if you look any of this up, understand it, right? Understand it. Just take it all in. Don't sit there and try to fight it, see where you can apply it, sit in the, start to sit there. Yeah, overstand. But yeah, so don't sit there and try to like put it in your mind. Like just let it sit in your mind for a while. It'll come back to you. Some of this stuff will come back to you. You just gotta just let it, just put it there. Just put it there. It'll come back slowly, however it's going to come back into your mind. All you got to do is just put it there. Then some stuff will start making sense. You'll be like, oh, okay, this is what that meant. Okay, this is what that meant. You don't have to get it all right now. You know, you don't have to get it all right now. It's not like, voila, thank you. He told me everything I need to know. Let me run off. And no, some of this stuff has to fester. You have to let it marinate. You know what I mean? You have to let this marinate. This ain't something you can't fast cook this. You know, this is like Benny Hondas. You got to slow. I'm a slow cook this in front of you with a couple of tricks, a couple of pauses, a couple of laughters, a couple of a shoo wop shebang the bangs. You know what I mean? You gonna but at the end of it all, you're gonna get this work. At the end of it all, you're gonna get this work. All right, so let's go up to the higher realms of frequencies and chakra systems, right? The higher realms of frequencies and chakra systems. And what's in the middle of it all is the heart. So you have the three lower chakras, the three higher chakras, and then you have the heart chakra that connects these chakras, right? Now, the heart chakra is your love, your understanding, your trust, your hope, your openness, your compassion, your balance, your forgiveness. Now you see why people manipulate the heart chakra a lot, right? Why people put you in a mindset of betrayal, messing up your ability to forgive, constantly scoring you, right? Now you see the operation of these agents of chaos. Right now, you see why I did not say I don't have to forgive nobody. I'm not never forgiving nobody. Now you see why Jaguar don't live in a place of forgiveness. Right now, you see why Maggie try to open back up the door to fight with me by telling me that I'm sounding like Mike. Right, because these people don't want to get along. They're not in a let's do everything in our power to stay at peace with one another. Let's let bygones be bygones. Let's not allow words to affect each other. Let's look like they don't want that. They want a constant conflict to put you in trouble with your own heart chakra. No forgiveness. Keep on going back and forth. Listen, this man created a problem with me out of thin air. When he told me, when I asked him, what did I do? He said nothing, right? How can I fix a problem where there's nothing that I did to get into that problem, right? So therefore, it leaves no room for reconciliation, right? That is a chaotic mind. That is a chaotic mind. for someone to try to create a problem with you, but not give you no solution. That's an agent of chaos. Come on. I need y'all to open your eyes a little bit. I mean, that's why I was able to laugh about it, right? Because I see it. I see it. And that's why I say y'all got to be more careful out here. That's why I say y'all got to be more careful, right? And by being more careful, I mean donate to the Cash App and the PayPal, okay? That's what I mean by being more careful, okay? Donate to the Cash App and the PayPal carefully, okay? Carefully donate to the Cash App and the PayPal. It's the Solo Negro College Fund, okay? It's the Solo Negro College Fund. I need all I can. I'm going to acting classes. I'm acting like I know some shit. I need $2,500 for my acting classes. Can y'all pay for my acting classes? I need y'all. Can I get me a She Diddy? I need a She Diddy to pay for my acting classes. Hit me with some cohortions of the heart. You got 10,000 for me, She Diddy, or did you use it all up on the knot? Come on, She Diddy. Do you got 10,000 for me, or did you use it all up on? Don't tell me you used it all up on the knot. Shit. Dang it. Dang it. Damn. I was gonna talk to you about a 25,000, go half on a baby type deal, I don't know. If you had it, if you had about 35,000, 25,000, I'll give you a baby. You just gotta wait 9 months. I'll give you the seed. You just gotta wait 9 months for the baby. I'm a slinger, danger, langer. She did it. Where you at? The knot ain't the only masculine motherfucker out here. Huh? I need to turn on the camera for you. She did it. Where you at? I need to turn on the camera. Let me know. Tell me. Tell me what you want. Tell me it ain't good enough for you, babe. Tell me. You know what I'm saying? Do I got to turn on the camera? I got to turn on. She did it. Hey, the knot. I look better than you. I cook better than you. Huh? My dick is bigger than yours. It was cold that night. Hey, yo. All he gonna say is you got messed up teeth. That's all he gonna say. I'll bite the hell out of an apple with these teeth. You hear me? They strong. I got some strong teeth. Not like Murph's teeth. Him's teeth is fragile. I got these strong ass teeth, I'll bite down on something. Yeah, I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody scared. You know what I mean? You always want to try to run your mouth. Come on up now, mouth. Where you at? Internet gangster. They used to call me Killer Man. They used to call me Killer Man. Where you at? In my city, they call me Killer Man. Then we find you in the car crying. And we find you in the car crying. We gotta protect our women out here. We gotta protect them. And I don't know why they keep on. Shut up. Shut up. Out here traumatizing and monetizing and trying to get people to send you money so you can keep on going to Brazil. Take your ass to Brazil. We don't want you here no more. Take your ass over there. Go to Dubai. Don't come back, okay? Go to Dubai. Goodbye. Goodbye. Take your ass over there. Goodbye. Okay. So you got your higher three chakras. You know, these are the higher states of consciousness where your mind is no longer manifesting whatever the lower self desire. The mind has become disciplined and carries out more spiritual desires like fasting, meditating, astral projecting, energy healing, awakening the third eye, and saving sexual energy to activate the kundalini. The soul and the third eye have gained a strong consciousness, and the mind is manifesting what the soul wills to do, right? So this is when you move to a higher vibrational frequency of oneself, and you start to try to manifest peace, right? You try to manifest good people in your circle, in your life, right? And everything like that. So you try to start doing better, aligning yourself with better, right? You don't lie about it, right? You're not sitting there lying about it, talking about some, yes, I help people grow their page and I help people unify and I'm bringing people together. And the whole time, what you're actually doing is the opposite, right? What you're doing is, you know, that's a low-key energy, right? When you're sitting there trying to play the god of trickery, when you're sitting there trying to play this, you know, agent of chaos, you know, sabotaging people on the back end, striking people's page. You're sitting there crying about how you need money and how people should help you and make life easier for you. But then you sitting there and you stepping on somebody else's way of monetizing. You're getting in the way of somebody else. That's not you making it. That's you seeing somebody else take off and then stepping in front of them. By stepping in front of them, you think you're trajecting yourself further up the race. Oh, because you seen them about to take off, so you step in front of them and bump, and now they got to either go because it's the laws of attraction, right? Equal and opposite reactions, right? So now you see somebody else coming up on YouTube, moving fast, you know, people are saying their names, so on and so forth. So you attach yourself to them, kind of like you did Maggie, right? So you see Maggie names circulating, you see Too Strong talking to Maggie, you see these other panelists talking to Maggie, you attach yourself to Maggie, right? To traject yourself further. You see her page, 300, 400 people coming over there. You attach yourself to that. Try to get further ahead, right? So you're doing all of this, but then you find yourself back in these, you know, parts of yourself, these lower vibrational parts. You keep finding yourself back down there. Why do you think you keep finding yourself back down there? Because you're not doing the work yourself. See, when you get in our way, we can easily bounce back. We easily get back, right? But the problem is you can't. Everything you do is low vibrational. I see it. I see it in the things you eat. You have to do these rituals. I know what you are. That's why you have to do these eating rituals. That's why you sit there and you eat crab and you eat lower vibrational stuff. You have to do that. You have to show them that gluttony. You have to show them that Baphomet. You have to show them that animal eating with your hands, all of that stuff. That is a ritual. That is a public display ritual. That's why they got to do that stuff. They got to tell you, talk to you about sex, lower vibrational stuff. They got to do that. You got to open your eyes. They going to tell on themselves, right? Some of us are social drinkers. We drink, you know, for social engagements and so on and so forth. Some of these people sit and drink no matter what. They don't care if nobody's around or nothing. They drinking. I have no problem with people who eat crab, but according to the digestive system, crab is a bottom feeder. So when you eat crab, you're eating a low vibrational something, right? So these are things that your digestive system has to go through. You got to have discipline over your digestive system. Your digestive system is Saturn. It leads to hell, right? Because you're going through a bowel movement, right? So you have to put the things in your stomach that stops you from defecating, stops you from constantly repeating this bowel movement. In the summertime, I like to eat one meal a day. Well, I eat one meal a day, period. But I like to eat one meal a day, preferably in the middle part of the day. You know what I mean? And then I also like to take in more fluids throughout the day to flush that system to make my, kidneys clean and run a little bit faster. Right. So this is all part of that bowel movement, that bowel worshiping, that bowel. Yeah. So this is why I say you have to be cautious of what it is that you're consuming, putting in your vessel, so on and so forth. What's going on? Sandra.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, yeah. Boy, it was great.
What was
I
great?
think you won everything.
Everything what?
That you won. I think you won.
Oh. I did win
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
They over there
Yeah.
salty.
I don't care. I think it was great. And you said everything that you needed to say, and he couldn't come back.
He knows. Ooh, I got this camera on. Y'all can't see that. Y'all can't see that.
Uh-oh, what you? Oh, you were smoking.
No, listen, but yeah, think about it. Like everything that he was saying, it didn't make no sense. It was talking in circles. Now, in that moment, and this is why I say you got to pay attention. A lot of people approach you like this in life. I didn't know that this was happening. When it was happening to me as a kid, I didn't really understand it, right? You might have to have some mic control. You might have to mute your mic because you got something feeding back.
Okay, hold on.
Your audio is real bad. Lady Letitia, I see you, Lady Letitia. You want to come up? I dropped the link. I don't know if you want to be seen on my panel. I don't know if you want to be seen with me or attached to me, with all that stuff that they was talking about with CP and everything like that. You might not want to attach yourself to me. I'm a dangerous person on this app, apparently.
No.
Okay, it's better now. So yeah, that's why I said like it's different. You know what I mean? I know Lady Letitia's sister wife. She know who she is. Don't say, hey, listen. So like that's why I say he couldn't do the same thing with me that he did with other people. Try to get me to operate in feelings and emotions. His approach is the same as everybody else's approach. Jaguar Wright approach is the same way. Argue and create conflict with somebody and then start saying that this person must want you and this person must be infatuated with you and so on and so forth. Aha, Lady Letitia, I made you feel bad and you had to come up here. Aha.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Sandra. Hi, Ralph. How are you guys doing?
How's
I would
everything?
never stop talking to you. You would have to murder somebody first.
I ain't gonna do that. So I guess we ain't gonna never stop talking because I don't plan on doing that.
Yeah, no, we're friends for life.
Yep.
That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of real friendships being made on here to where as though people are looking past. They saying stuff. They mad because they saying stuff like he don't even know those people. He don't know those people in real life. He's sitting over there in that Discord with those people, making it seem like he really connected to those people. All those people over there making it seem like they really connected to him. He wouldn't even have those people if I didn't do. Like, shut up.
I know he's always trying to say what he's done. You built your platform by yourself.
Trying to steal
Yep.
somebody else's truth and paint them out to be a lie so you could feel good about the lie that you living in. You sit in that lie by yourself. Do not. I'm gonna put the name on it. I know y'all out there talking about put a name on it. Who he talking about? Do not. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Well, I thought you did an excellent job on Magic's channel. It really made him look like he was making up stuff and
Mhm.
wasn't really being truthful about why you guys had stopped um, being, cool with each other. And he couldn't answer the question, why was, what did you do? And he never could say it.
Mm-mm.
Right. And that's why I'm sorry for the people who heard the echo. It's because I had that other backdrop up. And yeah, and that's why I was saying, like, come on, man. Like, if you had a problem with me from the beginning, be honest and say you had a problem with me from the beginning. You don't like the way I operate. At least we can go somewhere with that, right? I'm not in this world for everybody to like me, right? But be honest
Right.
with the reason why you don't like me. You know what I mean? Don't sit here and play no game, for whatever reason. You got your platform to build, I got a direction to go in. It don't have to be the same direction. You ain't on my journey and I ain't on your journey. It's clear to see.
Yep.
But to, to get up on somebody else's platform and then try to make it seem like, oh, everybody got something against the knot and he was working with people behind my back and this, that, and the third. And that's the same thing we all keep going through on here. We trying to find genuine people, genuine connections, so on and so forth. But these people keep trying to paint us out to be disingenuine. These people keep on trying to make us seem like we lying and we got to go through all of this to prove what? I got to show text messages and all of this extra stuff only for him to strike my page and make it seem like I never said this and this was AI and come on.
I felt
Right.
like he should have, when you told him that he struck your channel, it took him a long time to say that he didn't
Mhm.
do it. And I'm like, that would have been the first thing I said is I didn't strike your channel. And he took him a while to say it. And then when he did say it, I didn't believe it.
Because he knows he's doing this stuff. Right? He knows he's doing it. This is why he can call me on the phone and say, I think this person struck your channel. I think that person struck your channel." Right? I mean, think about how fast the operation was. We go live on March the 10th, right? You call me the very next morning. What happened to the video? Da-da-da-da-da. I think this person did it, right? Then you turn around and say, we're going to do another one tonight because you've seen I'm still able to go live. So now we're going to do another live tonight. Now,
Mhm.
Sherelle, she was honest about staying in her, I'm not going to say that stuff. I'm not going to try to get, so on and so forth. But if you notice, after the live or after Sherelle and Perry left, what did he do? He started putting pictures of Maggie. He changed his profile picture so it can be a picture of Maggie in her clothes so Maggie can strike the channel. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He went and
Mhm.
put the picture of her in
Yeah.
the Discord. He was doing this shit so that way he can say this person has a reason to strike. Well, you did have the thing up with Maggie. Maybe she did it. Maybe they, because he was going to attack the channel and then he was trying to
Mhm.
put it up like all these other people did it.
Right. And they did not. He did
That's a
it.
shame.
I think jealousy was a big part in it. He
Yep.
saw that, you were getting a lot of love and you could go on Maggie's channel and go and talk about different things and he wanted to be a part of it. But to me, he wasn't making sense. Like you'll see out there, like he didn't want you talking to Danny Robinson. Like you said, you can talk and go where you want to go. And it just that control. I think he wanted to control you too. There was a control
Yeah.
factor there.
There was a big control factor, even on the back end, it was like, change the title, change the title. Like while we're in the middle of the live, he's trying to tell me, go to YouTube studios and change the title there and put Jaguar name in the title. You'll have over 700, 800 people in here if you just put her name in the title. I'm telling you to listen, I'm telling you this stuff for a reason. Like he was doing this, like, and it was weird because I'm telling him, like, bro, I'm cool, I'm good, I'm doing it in a nice subtle way to where as though I'm not responding to it, or you know what I mean, because it was like
Mhm.
he was itching for that 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 room to say, you don't know how YouTube work, I'm telling you how YouTube work, and if you don't want to know how YouTube work, then you need to get off of YouTube. The same thing that Jaguar was telling you. Like I
Yeah.
felt like you know how Jaguar talked to you on Maggie's panel. That's how I felt
Yes.
he was doing
Yes.
on my panel, like
Mhm.
trying to tell me that I don't know the operation of the world unless it was through how he explained it to me. Like it was weird.
Exactly. I saw that. I
Very
did.
well.
But you gave him a lot of respect. And
Yeah.
he just wanted to control you. He really, really did. And then when you start doing your own thing, I just believe he got jealous and upset. Like I made you. No, you didn't.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like it that is the narcissistic idea to say that you can attach yourself to a whole different person like that, right?
Hmm.
Hold on.
Yep. He wasn't a mentor. He was more like a borderline bully.
You think you and Magic can do the same thing over there?
Who, me?
Yes.
Um, I just don't plan on going on her panel, Sandra.
Right.
Yeah, I just think staying away. Sorry about that. I think just not being over there is good for me. I mean, if she wants to come on my channel and have a chit chat, that's fine. I have nothing against her. I have all the love for her. I wish her well. I know her channel's doing great and I'm happy for her. And
Hmm.
I'm really, really happy for her. And I hold no grudge against her at all. As a matter of fact, if when or if we ever do talk, I really don't want to have that conversation about Jag. I don't have any questions. I don't have any thing to say. What do you
Right.
think, Ralph?
I think so too. I think the conversation should be outside of that. It should have a level of accountability uh for just her own actions towards you. um and it shouldn't be on her page, because why should she reap the benefit of all of this traction to her page? This is part of YouTube, right? You even
Yeah.
though, like, we know that it's going to be some type of idea, like, oh well, come to my page, come to my page. She knows exactly what she's doing. She
Right,
knows by not going to nobody else's page, acting like she had a problem here. I seen her on King Payne's page. She didn't like the outcome because King Page, talked about her being on the spectrum and so on and so forth, right? I seen her
Yeah.
on Two Strong's page, right? So she's playing into this whole algorithm, this whole I was a part of a cult, so on and so forth, and into attracting more people to her page by going to these other people's pages and broadcasting the story, whatever you want to say. She don't like the outcome of it because everybody's
Hmm.
not
right,
Right.
kicking
exactly.
her ass.
Everybody's
But
not that quick to forgive.
right, but
Hmm.
that's why I say I open up the door to forgiveness, or I say we
Yes,
because it's a collective, right? We opened up the door for forgiveness differently. She assaulted Sandra, about her stroke. That's a hard thing. Like, damn, you assaulted me about something that I had no control over, and you really like took that away from me, something that I'm fighting, so on and so forth. She assaulted your motherhood, her allowing that level of fear to be placed upon you where someone's going to come in and take your child away from you, so on and so forth. So she did
Mhm.
all of this, and
Yeah.
now she still gets the benefit afterwards by getting all of this attraction to her page, so on and so forth. So no, I agree with you. If she's going to come out and speak to you, let it be on your platform. You know what I mean? Because there's no possible way I have to come to you and usher this apology, this conversation, whatever the case may be. Now, myself, I went over there because me and the collective was bored, and she was just bored. No, we was sitting in the Discord, and she was just boring as hell. And I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go up over there. But you saw, like, for a good 5-6 days, we was just in the bushes,
Mhm.
listening, because we didn't want no part of it. It could be a trick, the way things are happening. The
Yeah.
knot tells the story where he says he taught Jaguar the ropes of how to create these beefs, and then you beef
Mhm.
with this person for a while, and then you piece it up, and then you spend the time, this, and it's not a play against each other, it's a play on the people. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I totally agree with Lady Letitia and how she feels about it. There's no possible way I should have to come to your panel or even appear back up on your panel. If you really wanted to be a connection, if you really wanted to be a apology, a friendship, you would have came to me, so on and
Yeah.
so forth, to where as though we could have had that conversation. But to keep on
Mhm.
making people come over there, it only says that your true goal is not a connection. Your true goal is not a unification. Your true goal is to just make your page a main attraction to
Yep.
that. Nobody kicked you out. You better get your ass back up there.
I don't like the only thing that I don't
I
like
drop you now.
is
Let me drop it
when
again.
okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't like it when she talks about herself saying she's dumb and stuff. I just don't like it. It just does something to me. Why do you say yourself is dumb?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you're looking at it, it's like a play on the people, right? I want
Mhm.
you to think about this. Like, my son used to do the same thing, whereas though he'll like beat himself down, and that makes you want to build him up. Like, when he says it, I say, come on, man, don't talk about yourself like that. You're a very smart kid, this is that and the third. So it took him, like, when you're doing this, it makes the person have pity for you, have a little bit of this for you or that for you. And that's the trick. This is the trick
Right.
that they're playing on other people's
Um,
mind, where they put
yeah.
themselves down, and then you got to pick them back up. And what they're going to do is put themselves down again, and you got to pick them back up. And then it's your energy that they're ciphering to keep their self up.
Lord, that's crazy. That's
It becomes
crazy.
we're creatures of habit. Maybe she don't know that this is her habit. Maybe she don't know this. And a lot of people get stuck in these routines, and it becomes their survival tactic. You know,
Mhm.
she's looking at it right now. She's a content creator. She's looking for different ways to create content so she can keep this currency coming in, you know? So I
No.
don't know. I don't know what levels of this is part of the content creating or her actual person. You know what I mean?
Right, Ralph, what do you think about her saying that she doesn't owe Justy an apology?
Once again, I think that goes with one's self person, right? Her natural person could just be this nasty, mean girl,
That's what I was thinking.
because the
That's what I
apology
think.
wouldn't be for the apology shouldn't be for just D. The apology should be for herself, to say
Right.
that I have no hard feelings or no quarrels with this person. Therefore, anything that was, you know what I mean? Like, it would be for
Mhm.
self if it was a true apology, right?
Exactly. Just to
Right.
put your own self at ease, to make sure that you didn't do anything that was disrespectful or nasty. And she did. You don't have to look at the video to say, because at first she was like, I owe her an apology. And then yesterday she was like, no, I don't owe her one. And I was like, are we going back to mean girlness? So
Right.
it's just what you said, maybe that's just who she is. And that kind of made put like my antennas up, like, wait a minute. Like, you're saying
Mhm.
that you guys wasn't friends and you didn't know her. She struck your channel. And I said, uh-oh, it just sounds like she's reverting.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people took cautionary measures when it came to embracing or opening up the apology or the whole, give me a chance thing, right? We
Mhm.
decided, we're gonna give it a chance and see how it plays out, because at the end of the day, like, it all falls back on her and how she, portrays herself or steps out to be, right? You can't keep going back and forth with this. I'm a mean girl. I'm a nasty person. I'm a nice person. I'm a mean person.
Right.
It starts to take its toll on and once again, this is not about our opinion. This is about the opinion of whatever collective she's over there gathering, right?
Right.
Eventually, her
Right.
subs is going to say, come on, like, you know what I mean? So that's the group that she's pulling in. That's what you have to realize in all of this, right? What type of collective are you gathering around them? Because that's who you're growing with. That's who's going to rock with you, right?
Mhm.
And I just feel like she's giving them a wishy-washy, I'm going to go with whatever way I want to go with. And that's okay.
Right.
Because
It is.
even before she watched the Too Strong thing and replayed it, I told her, I said, now listen to the whole thing before you judge me or make judgment on me, right? The
Right.
Mhm.
whole time she listened to it, it's like she was looking for some shit to oh, so that's what you call defending me. Listen, you act like we're in a relationship to where as though I'm
Right.
supposed to put myself in physical harm's way to show you that I'm defending you. You know
Yes.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that's a brute force way of thinking. That's you know what I mean? Like that. And you think that you want me to say, if you got a problem with Maggie, you got to go through me for.
Right.
That's the type of defense system that you want for yourself. You couldn't look and see that with my words, I was actually showing a level of, defense that was, you
Yes.
know, like, that's the problem. Like, she's seeing what she wants to see and not what you're
Right.
actually saying, right? So her
Mhm.
perception of this is based off of whatever feelings and emotions that she's having towards
Mhm.
the situation. She's
Right.
angry
And
about it, she's mad about it, and I get that. But to keep on
Mhm.
creating quarrels with people, that's problematic.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing, Ralph. And I mean, I was just like, he doesn't have to defend you. I
Mhm.
mean, that's not his role to defend you, but he did. He didn't have to, but he did. And then
Mhm.
what she did was I didn't like was prejudge you and say Ralph
Yeah.
was doing this and Ralph was doing that. And I was thinking to myself, well, first of all, he didn't even have to defend you, especially the way you treated him. And now you want someone to come out and defend you and protect you from the big bad wolf. But you
Mhm.
were like just 2 days ago, cussing us out. Like, come on,
Right.
Maggie.
That's why I said, like, there's a lot of, like, think about this. I want you to think about this. And this is why I say I only really control myself, because
Mhm.
she brought up apologize to me. She made me apologize to her 3 or 4 times, right? She never once apologized for lying about the whole mom situation,
Yeah.
telling her mom that I said that she was a virgin and that
Right.
I said this and that. Like, she never apologized for lying, saying that I said or made fun of her being S8 at 15 years old just because I said, how did that 35-year-old get your number? Like she never really addressed the things that
Mm-hmm.
she did in all of this.
And that
Nor,
still
go ahead.
holds her unaccountable. She's still like she has not fully been accountable for the BS that she was saying to you.
Right. And she made me apologize 4 times. She got live where she calling me a B and saying that I'm this and that because I don't want to come up and address Murph and I'm a puss and this and this. Like she really was talking like remember it all started because she said that I was doing the knot. That's why I did a live about Maggie in the first place.
Wow.
'Cause she said I was screwing the knot. And
Oh,
then she
wow.
turned
Oh,
around and
what?
said, "Oh, I didn't know he wasn't a Chi man." Right? That's how
Oh,
it all started with her.
Yeah,
I
I
was
didn't know
leaving her alone.
either.
I was keeping
I
her
didn't
out of
know
the
that.
equation. It all started with her. Even after I sung her the song, then
Yeah.
after she said this, and then she started saying that I was doing the knot, right? Saying that I was a
Wow.
Chi man with the knot, so on and so forth. That's how it all started. She make it seem like she don't remember how I just started talking shit about her. Why I
Right.
started saying this about her. She make it seem like I just came at her. I don't know who the fuck you is, or I would
Selective
have knew who
memory.
you was. Right? You
Yes.
decided to attack all these people that was mentioned in Jaguar and put yourself in the middle of some shit. And
Right.
now we
Mhm.
all gotta feel guilty and say our
Yeah.
apologies to you on some weird ass shit. And I'm waiting for
Mhm.
her to get done healing. And I'm thinking maybe after she get done, she's gonna start issuing us apologies for what
Right.
she actually did. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. Break it down. What did you do? What are you apologizing for? What are you accountable
Mhm.
for? She did not speak about what she was apologizing or didn't even apologize to you for the BS that started it all.
It's on her panel where she's got somebody coming up giving open details about how many kids I got, who's in my house, how old the kid is in my house, right?
Mhm.
It's on her panel this shit taking place. You know, she
Right.
Right.
and she don't realize the dangers that she's putting other people in as we got to sit here and apologize to her and she all the way
Right.
in Canada safer than a motherfucker.
Right. Right.
She's sitting here putting our well-being, our life, everything. What else do
At
you have to
risk.
say, Spy, from the Discord? Tell us more. Oh, Murph said he has CP. Oh, we're trying to bring charges against him. Oh, we're trying to get lawsuits against him. Oh, we need him to do this so we can implement him in this whole storyline so we can bring charges against him and so on and so forth. She don't realize the game that they playing, but she's letting all of
Right.
this take place on her panel, and then she gets to slide away without taking
Mhm.
accountability for none of it. It was all weird. And that's why I
It
said
is.
I was waiting for her to see, like, if you really are walking down this road of redemption, then
Right.
you have to take accountability for all this stuff that took place on your panel, right? Where
Mhm.
thousands of
Exactly.
people was painted a certain image. There's people who are not going to get that idea out their mind, whether or not this took place in the Discord. There's people who are not going to get the image out their mind of me saying this about her 15 or being 15-year-old.
Right.
So the narrative that she painted is still up in
Mhm.
the air while everybody else say, we're sorry, Maggie, for everything that we did to you.
Right.
That's,
Exactly.
that's bullshit.
It is
So
very much so.
do
That's why
you
I think
think?
she's not quite ready. I think that she's, went on this week of I'm sorry. And then, but what are you sorry for?
Mhm.
Like you said, you put some stuff out there that was real shady and, didn't retract it. And that's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not.
I think
Yeah,
with
but
remember Mike, and we was laughing about his head, but do you think that she's made sort of like he's special too?
And you mean is
I
Keith?
think she doesn't care who comes on her channel, just long as she has a storyline.
What? Mm.
I'm a second that too. Like, I don't think this is really about like getting to know us. I don't think this is
I don't
about
think so.
like growing in like a collective or anything like that. I think this is more so like drawing attention to her page and
Yeah,
bringing people over to her page, and just bringing that level of entertainment to her page, because outside of that, what would she do? She'll just play clips. Outside of
Right.
people visiting her page, what is she really bringing?
right.
you know
I
and
agree.
it's not a jab. I don't want her to take this as a jab to her page, but
No,
you
No.
no,
she
this
needs
is
us
just real
way more
talk.
than right. She needs us way more than we need her. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's just being honest. Like, I can sit over here, I can sit in the Discord, me, Lady Letitia, Sandra, we can all go live on a different page and bring you a diverse or, mixture of opinions and laughter and love and everything like that.
Right.
She can only get so far, being in that controversial uh storyline, right?
Yep.
Unless
I
someone
agree.
opens up the door for her to start speaking on something else, what she's going to go back to talking about Meghan Markle. And I understand that she says that she'll, divert her, attention onto something else where she'll become fixated on that. But who's to say
Mhm.
that it's going to, whatever it is that you might become fixated on next, might not bring in an attraction. It might not be, you know?
Right,
Yeah.
because there's only so much you can tell us about what happened to you and Jack. It kind of feels like a repeat of some of the stuff that she says. And like you said, this is no dig at her. This is just our opinion about what went down, what's going on, and where she's at, and what we see.
Right.
Yep.
And that's why I'm saying, like, she has a moment right now where she can actually take this moment and branch off into showing people who she really is. If that
Right.
image of what you're
Yeah.
doing is not really you, then you should be showing people who you really are. If that
Exactly.
bad girl or
Mhm.
that mean girl or that nasty attitude is not you, then this is your moment to show people who you are. So that way the people who is still subscribe to you or want to subscribe to you, they can see you, because by the end of the month, all the people who subscribe to you because they're Jag followers, their subscription is going to run out. You know what I mean? So
Right.
Yeah.
there's probably a lot of people that's unsubscribing that's a part of Jag circle, right?
Right.
Mhm.
So, like, people want to know who you are now. This is your moment. You got the numbers over here.
Exactly.
Show people what you can bring to the table. If it's a show of, if you want your platform to be a place that people can come and air out their differences, then you better,
Right.
start building an ideal image around that, you know,
Exactly.
or something like that. But you can't keep on titling why me and Jag fell out and why I told all Jag secrets and why Jag, like that. Listen, we moving faster nowadays. We about done with that Jag shit. We
We
we gonna
are.
we
Yep.
still
I
talking
am.
about Jag a little bit because we waiting for her ass to get locked up. I ain't gonna lie, but you, on the other hand, coming out of there, like, when you gonna start, going back into you? You can't come out
Yeah,
of a
because you
cult
still
and then
seem
make
like that
everything
same
about
person.
right. You can't come
Yeah.
out of the cult and
Yeah.
then make everything about the cult that you came out of. That means you still a
Yeah,
part of this shit in some way, shape, or form.
exactly,
Yep.
Ralph.
Yep.
Exactly. That's what I see, and that's what I feel. You're so right.
Yeah.
That's why I say, like, I can only go with so much of it as far as the entertaining part, because you look at it, she's bringing Dana up over there. She's bringing all these people up over there. These are, Jaguar sector controversial people. So if you're going to play in this field, then, let us know that you're a player. You know what I mean?
Then do it.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, just do it. You know what I mean? But bring something else to the table so you can do it in between,
Exactly.
besides just doing it, because I don't care if you just go live and clean up your house. Nah, but do something. You gotta you gotta do something, because right now people are looking and they're starting to get this idea that you playing in our face.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It
one thing
really
for sure,
is.
two things for certain. Black America don't like to be played with too much like
No.
when it comes to this stuff. Um,
And we're very cautious about
Yeah.
walking back into it. And then, like you said, like if that's what you're gonna do, have people come on the panel and debate or whatever you got going on, then do that.
do it.
Right.
But you reverting back, almost I'm seeing this her be in this thing with Jag, but without Jag. Like was it all Jag?
Right.
Like almost like
Because she said, and this is why I say that, she said that she was going to apologize to D.
Sandra, your mic, your feedback.
I know.
Is that me?
No,
That's me.
Sandra.
Okay, well, I will go anyway. Okay.
That might be me.
You don't have to. You could just mute.
I think it's me.
It is you, but it's you when she's talking. So when she's talking, it's the feedback coming through your mic. So if you could probably mute when she's talking, then we probably won't hear the feedback, and then you can unmute when you trying to talk or something like that. If you can.
Look,
I don't know if you got the mic, Trey. I get it. I get it.
I don't know how to do all of that, but thank you anyway. And I'm gonna be looking in in the bushes.
All right, you're not in the bushes because you already came out. You already know you're here, but you'll be in the comment section though. She'll be down there in the side chat. She'll be in the comment section. That is not the bushes. You already came up on the page. We know you here.
In the bushes.
Not be in the bushes now. We know you here.
All right. Bye.
All right. Appreciate you for coming up.
Bye, Sandra.
But yeah, you were saying that you think that,
Yeah, I just think that because she said during Jag's moment, she was like, she got my panel struck. I don't like her. I never was her friend. We wasn't friends like me and Lady Letitia, and I was like, well, you said we wasn't friends either.
Right.
But then she goes in yesterday or the day before and starts saying, F her, F Justy. She did this and she did that. I don't owe her an apology. She was never my friend. Then during apology time, she was like, I owe her an apology. I'm going to say sorry. If she comes on my panel, I'm going to apologize. I was wrong for doing that. So which is it?
Because she was saying like whether she accept the apology or not is up to her, but she was going to issue out all these apologies. And that's what I was saying. Like, it's kind of hard for us to back you. Like, that's what even with the whole Too Strong situation, her going over there, ushering an apology and so on and so forth. And then the next day doing content on them.
Exactly.
Negatively, it looks like you're backbiting your apology. So
yes,
if she would have waited or let somebody else do it or something like
exactly
that, it would be different. But like, that's why it's a slap in the face, because it's like, I went over there and defended you on their panel, and I did it in a way where the door can still be open for union or whatever.
Exactly.
But then you turned around and go on your panel the next day and say F them they're this and they're that and they're this. So you're right back at fucking.
You're right back where you started. She could have easily, Ralph, made a comment like, I didn't appreciate him talking about my breasts. And
Right.
I thought he was wrong for that. And I
Right.
didn't appreciate that at all. But she went into cussing him out, did a whole video on it, and went, like you said, went right back into that phase that she was in.
Right. So now you not only do you back to, you go you now it's right back to, I convince myself in my head again that they're male chauvinist. You know what I mean? Like you're right back to where you were. And don't
Where you
get me wrong,
started.
if they
Yeah.
are, if they ain't, that's not up to us to decide. Just like, whether or not you sit there with your breasts out wasn't up for them to decide. So now you're right back at this phase where it's personal preference versus personal preference.
Right. Exactly.
Like
That
how?
is so true. That's what I saw.
How is it one step forward, three steps backwards, one step forward,
Right.
three steps backwards? Like what? How is that normal?
How's that normal?
How do we keep doing the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different outcome?
Exactly. The outcome is going to be the same as it was with Jag. If you're
Right.
going down this rabbit hole of putting people on blast that you are so-called apologizing to.
Right. That's why. It,
Yeah, I think she needs to.
I don't
Sorry.
know, like I don't know, like how, like I know that we all can help each other. I know we like through conversations like this. Maybe some
Right.
people are taking it in, and some people are applying it to their life, whatever the case may be. I get that, and I also get that, some people might not never get it, right? I get all of this, right? But here's what I don't get on an open platform where you have the opportunity to, show a collective group of people a dignity, or whatever form of whatever it is, you still double down on like some nasty ass. I don't
Right.
care, like you just came out of that shit.
You just came out and it feels like she's going right back into it or still in it or still inflamed. Like I was listening to it last night, Ralph, and I said to myself, I said, and this is being honest, I said, oh, she's not ready. She's not ready. And that is not a dig at her. It is
You
just being honest.
you have to change your response in order to get a different outcome.
Right.
Yeah, you can't respond the same way. And see, here's why I say that, because now think about it. Too Strong and them now have to do a video responding to her, or
They
that
are. Yep.
lady Queen Abba,
Golden.
whatever her, yeah, they got to do a video responding to her now, right? And if you didn't want your name in that type of light, why did you do a video so fast
Yeah.
responding to, like, this is what I'm saying, like, even with the King Pain thing, like, why are you doing a video, or why are you doing a live responding to how people took your supposedly apology? And then it's like you're doing it with intentions of throwing it back in their face, whether they
Right.
accepted it or not.
That is so true.
What the
That's what I saw.
what that's the epitome of hurting people. Now you're back in a cycle
Back in a cycle.
hurting and now looking for healing after they hurt you back, because you put yourself back in the cycle of, like, you're what the no, it's not the same with me and the knot, due to the fact that there's no feelings on my end. Like I
Right.
never was in an entanglement with him because I never did anything wrong for it to be this level of back and forth. That's why I'm laughing, joking, and making content about it, right? Whatever
Right.
feelings and emotions that he's in, it's only applied because he feels smited. He feel like I one upped him, so on and so forth. That's something that he's got to deal with, not me,
Yes.
right? So I can't say the same. I can't say the same for that. In her case, she's putting herself in these back and forth entanglements with these
Yes.
characters, right?
Yes.
Because you're saying that I did this under the coat, right? But now I'm not in the coat, but I'm still doing the same thing.
Exactly. 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 Right on point, Ralph. And like you said about Denard, like he's a difficult character to me. He's a very difficult character. And I I don't I tried to connect with him in a sense, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. I mean, he's funny, but I think the way he talks about people and women and stuff, I just couldn't get with it. And then totally don't like the way he treated you. Totally don't, because you respected him. You gave him respect. And then he just trampled all over it. And I saw it.
Yeah.
And then not only just totally disrespect you, you know, tried to get your page, taken down. What was the purpose of you striking it and then blaming it on someone else so he could stop talking to that person? That was just a weird situation for me. And I said, I'm out. But I've been out a long time ago with him. I think when you guys first started, when he first started talking about Danny Robinson and, telling you where you can go and who you should listen to, you can give advice, but don't force me to do things that you wouldn't do. There's a lot of content creators out there that he may not like or jive with, but that doesn't mean that everybody else can't that was jiving with him. Like, come on. You're trying to
That's what I'm
control.
saying. Like it's the control thing, right? Now, listen, the ability to get along with people comes with oneself, right? You can't be mad at me because I have the ability to get along, because I'm humble enough to say, "Hey, Lady Letitia, I'm sorry that we made, mop head comments and ramen noodle comments and whatever the case may be. It was under, a different time, and I apologize. Let's move forward with a level of respect and kind." I'm big enough to do that. These people running around with this, I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back, and
Right.
how you want to take it, and then it's talking about some. I don't know why everybody is coming at me. You first of all, you told me to take it how I want to take it. So uh if I'm taking it how I want to take it, then I don't never want to be around somebody like you again.
Exactly.
I don't know how we supposed to keep on explaining to people, like, I'm trying to move in a different direction with the
And you
youth.
are moving, and I see it. I see the growth. I see the people that want to attach themselves to you. And I mean, you get so much love over there at my channel. We love when you come by, and it's just awesome. You're about peace and love,
I don't
and
know people's schedules. Like, I don't know if you go live all the time or your schedules, but I want to create like that type of atmosphere to where as though like we actually have these pages and we're helping each other grow on the pages. Stop in.
I gotta.
Go ahead. We can't hear you. Your volume's out. Is it me? Can y'all hear? I can't hear. Why is this happening to me? I made my mistakes. Well, that's that old saying. Wait, I think I heard something. Nope. Nope. Lady Leticia, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Wait. Nope. Oh, she dropped. I wrote this song looking at you. Oh, oh. And the drums, they swing low. And the trumpets, they go. So here it go. It says God supposedly ordered for the Canaanites, Amorites, and the Hittites to be destroyed. But as we know, that would be murder, which God does not condemn onto any man. Canaanites, Amorites, and Hittites symbolize man's lower nature, as they are cannibals and murderers. So this is a symbolist for destruction, your lower animal nature, and turning to your higher spiritual self. So that's what we're pretty much experiencing now, right? Where the lower nature versus the higher nature. We're intellectual beings. We're supposed to be operating in a higher nature of oneself. A lot of people are going back into lower animal instincts, type of mentality where they keep on talking about you an animal, you gotta kill or be killed. This is the type of environment. This is where that negative is going to be got negative. That evil is going to eat up evil in all of that, right? So you got to realize the nature of the beast, how this actually works. There's levels to this, but the ether, the elements, these are the five elements: the earth, the water, the fire, the air, and the ether, right? The fifth element is ether, right? Hey Leticia, what happened? You just dropped out. You just dropped out. What happened? You just dipped. All right. So these are what you get. There's a plane that is around you, etheric plane, air, thin movement, dull. It's around your physical, your light body, your physical body, right? This is Plato's. Plato's the same person who wrote about Atlantis, same person who had great knowledge, so on and so forth. Yes, always a great conversation. Love is love. Appreciate you for stopping through. Look forward to the next time we have a convo. Plato's, these different variations. So this is fire, sharpness, thinness, movement, earth, dulling, thickness, rest, air, thinness, movement, dullness, right? Water, dullness, thickness, movement, right? All of this is taking place inside the vessel of mankind. Layla, Leticia, what's going on?
Sorry about that, Ralph. Yeah. We're at gymnastics with my daughter, so I'm gonna have to let you guys go. But
Okay,
thank you so
enjoy.
much for inviting me.
Absolutely enjoy the time with your daughter. I know she is out there having the fun, having a blast, jumping around, dancing around. She seemed like a bubbly type of kid. That's beautiful. And enjoy your time. Hit me up in Discord if you want to schedule something for me to come over to your page. Just let me know. I don't mind stopping by anytime. I'm adverse when it comes to conversating, so I'll talk about anything. Um, so yeah, we definitely got to do some more in the future as far as moving forward. Maybe we could put 5 people together and have a cook-off, elimination rounds.
Oh,
Yeah, we got
that
to.
sounds like a great idea. And thanks for coming on my channel. My group loves you. I get,
Absolutely.
like, when you do come over, I get a lot of people coming on there and listening to you. So you are definitely someone that people like to listen to. So Thank you, Ralph. And I'll let you know when I go back on live and we'll get together.
All right, absolutely. That'd be lovely. You
Okay, love
enjoy.
is love. Bye,
Love
chat.
is love. Love is love. Enjoy. Y'all have a great one. So, this is where the five fingers come in. You see fire, air, ether, earth, water. Once again, earth is represented by your ring finger. This is why your ring goes on your ring finger because it's earth. Also, your root chakra, right? So you're marrying yourself to that chakra in a sense, to your root chakra, to your earth, right? Now you have water, which is your pinky. This is knowledge. This is where wisdom comes in at. That's why pinky ring finger represents knowledge, so on and so forth, right? Uh, and then you have the middle finger, ether, um, and air, and fire being the thumb. The elements are always the order because it starts with the density, which is earth. Then on top of the earth lies water. Then on top of the water is the air. And on top of the air is fire. Heat rise, cold air sinks. Everybody knows that, right? Then on top of the fire is the spirit or the ether, right? And this is like the flower that they're telling you about when they tell you about the, the locust flower, the unraveling these flowers, right? You have what is considered to be the spirit, the fire or the light, which is the eyes, the air or the breath, which is the nostrils, the liquid or the water, which is, of course, the tongue, and then the earth, which is the bottom of the jaw. This is all the things that represents the raw head. So this is the raw head of man, right? Somebody said they about ready for a field trip. I know that's right. So these are the pillars, right? These are the pillars of mankind, right? Ether is infinite potential that constantly manifests and unmanifests itself, cycling. The ether is the hidden energy that vibrates the create and physical world we see and know. We are like fish in the ocean surrounded by a energetic fluid substance that we can see or touch. It all things are feeding off of the energy of the infinite ether, right? This is the ether, or considered to be the air around you, right? You come out with movies, the air up there, air bud, different stuff like that. But this is the air around you, the etheric air that is around you, right? And it's there, and you just gotta, know thyself, know thyself. It's a big one right there. That's a big one. But y'all know what it is, man. If nobody told you that they love y'all today, let me be the first but not the last to tell you that I love you. Right? Make sure you jump over to the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, get over to the Discord, join the Discord. And of course, if Maggie is listening or watch this, don't take nothing to heart because I know that you like to sit there and try to make it seem like, and they said this about me and they said that about me, and try to, but listen, we want to see you grow. We want to see if you really change, if you really, I don't care to have conversations with you or, come up on your page or whatever. I just want to see who are you? Like if we going back and forth like this, let us get to know you, not whatever character. I'm tired of all these characters that people are pretending to be on here, right? We want to get to know each other. Like so if anybody is coming in this circle, wanting to be a part of this circle, listen, come as your authentic self. Not something that you portraying to be, not something, look, come as yourself. I don't want to know the ideal image of something fraudulent. Okay. I don't want to know the ideal image of something fraudulent. Okay. Come into the light. And that's the Discord right there. If anybody want to join the Discord, y'all know what it is. Love is love. And look, criminals is getting exposed over here. All right.
Gotta be ready for him. Emergency, I just got out of surgery. I'm having problems with my heart and it won't work. I did some shit in my past and it's cursing me. I'ma stay right here on this plot to God take breath from me. I'm sipping his hand and eat this pain, but it ain't helping. My little nigga going against the grain and that's stressing me. I pray to God, let God have mercy. I'm living a crazy life. I just shot at a nigga for talking some shit on the gang, he paying the price. I was young in the rush for the money, my hunger for paper saved my life. And that shit can say tonight. If you want that lick shit, we can get rich quick, we can get paid tonight. Dollar bill, y'all.
Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit.
Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down.
You'll do anything to get it, but when you gonna go out? Shit, gotta think about it.
187.
Murder for hire.
You killed a nigga, you don't know him. You gon' go to heaven.
Gotta talk that shit over, real talk. Hey,
Fight my demons, fight my demons.
So many demons.
Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demons, fight my demons. It's me against these demons. Demons. Whoa, I'm fighting these demons up in this ghost. I'm fighting these demons, I'm on the ropes. They came with a beam up under my coat. Get hit in the spleen if you want to smoke. That money be green, so niggas don't go. I'm looking so clean, I used to be broke. Remember they laughed at me and they choked. Gave him the ball and nigga they chose. Tables turn, that nigga you roll. My little nigga don't follow no code. Follow no code, no code. My nigga follow me like the pole. I stand on my word and stand by the consequence. They say I'm heartless, thanks for the compliment. I seen your dead homie, y'all like company.
Yo, make sure y'all hit the contact, hit the PayPal.
I gotta kill shit, lethally militant. I can get ignorant, we not considerate. Niggas do silly shit, we get the drilling shit. Guilty innocent, don't give a fuck about a bystander. I can pull up in the Highland. Don't take no slam, don't take no slam. Dollar bill, y'all.
Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit.
Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down.
You'll do anything to get it, but when you gonna go out?
Opened up, we can purchase some
Gotta
land.
think
Some
about
people
it.
got some land. They don't know what to do,
187.
right? We all in it
Murder
together.
for
So I
hire.
say we
You
start
killed a
building
nigga,
together.
you
right?
don't know
Let's start
him.
opening up
You
some
gon'
properties.
go
Let's
to
start doing some
heaven.
stuff.
Gotta talk
In
that
the
shit over,
physical
real
world,
talk.
right? We could do this. We got it.
Fight my
We all in
demons,
it together.
fight my demons.
So many demons.
We taking down
Me
these criminals.
against these demons.
We taking down these
Against
criminals.
these demons.
I see you, you criminals.
Fight my demons, fight my demons.
Fight it, fight.
It's me against these demons. These demons.
Whoa. Hey, love is love.
Living life encased in the idea that my evil thoughts.
Peace. Okay, y'all know we gonna be in the Discord.